Moving on to some more Kanye news. Kanye West sat down for an extremely revealing 2-hour interview with Zane Lowe on Beats One. He addressed everything from the new album, struggling with an addiction to porn, and even his feud with Drake. Watch this.
Now that I'm in service to Christ, my job is to spread the gospel, to let people know what Jesus has done for me. You know, I've spread it a lot of things. There was a time I was letting you know what high fashion had done for me. I was letting you know what the Hennessy had done for me. I was letting you know all these things, but now I'm letting you know what Jesus has done for me. And in that, I'm no longer a slave. I'm a son now, a son of God. I'm free.
In their interview, West was also very candid about how he struggled with an addiction to porn for most of his life. He tells Lowe that he found a Playboy at age 5 and it impacted, quote, almost every choice that he made the rest of his life. He even referenced the infamous 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, where he walked the red carpet with a bottle of Hennessy in hand, then interrupted Taylor Swift on stage. He says, quote, with God, I've been able to beat things that had a full control of me. That Playboy that I found when I was 5 years old was written all over the moment that I was at the MTV Awards with the Timberlands, the Balmain jeans, before people were rocking Balmain jeans, and the Hennessy bottle. He added, quote, that was such a script out of a rock star's life. My mom had passed a year before. I had said some people drown themselves in drugs, and I drowned myself in my addiction, sex. And that's what fed the ego too. Money, clothes, cars, accolades, social media, paparazzi photos, going to Paris Fashion Week, all of that. He says that through his relationship with God, he was able to beat his porn addiction. In fact, he revealed that he asked people that were working on his new album not to have premarital sex. In the interview, West also addresses his struggles with mental health. Watch.
The most space that I had to think is when I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
One of the things that happened when I went to the hospital is I started reading the Bible and I started writing out, copying and writing out Bible verses. And a person came to my house that wasn't a Christian and told me, come over. And then 30 minutes later, I was in handcuffs headed to the hospital. Now, this person very well may have saved my life, because when you're in an episode, you can jump off the side of a balcony.
Yeah.
You can stab your eye out.
Your presence of mind is not.
Yeah.
West went on to say, quote, I'm trying to show that someone that's diagnosed can still drive and be the founder of a multi-billion-dollar organization, can still be in service to Christ, can still be a good husband and a good dad. My life does not end with this diagnosis, and I will not be stigmatized and discriminated. And as if this interview wasn't packed with news enough, Kanye briefly addressed his feud with Drake that happened last year. Though it sounds like there is no bad blood on Kanye's end, he said, quote, you cannot be of service to God and be mad at your brother next door. I go to Drake's house, I walk over there with no security, leave my phone number, here's my cell, adding, I ain't even thinking, I want all blessings for Drake. I'm an ordained minister. If he wanted me to, like, when he finally gets married, I'll show up and be like, quote, we've had our ups and we've had our downs. Basically kind of alluding there to being willing to perform Drake's wedding one day. Seems like they're all good as far as Kanye.
Yeah, what a fascinating interview.
Really is.